Hey friends, welcome back. Today we've got a discovery from the edge of the solar system that might change everything you thought you knew about Planet 9. For years, astronomers have been convinced a hidden giant world is out there, tugging on distant orbits. But this new dwarf planet? It might be calling Planet 9's bluff. So here's the story. Way out past Pluto, astronomers spotted a faint dot moving slowly against the stars. It turned out to be a new object called 2017 OF201. Doesn't sound exciting? But wait until you hear about its orbit. At its closest, it's about the same distance as Pluto. But then it swings out, way out, to 1,600 astronomical units from the Sun. That's more than 50 times farther than Neptune. One trip around the Sun takes it 25,000 years. Let that sink in. The last time this object was nearby, humans hadn't even invented farming. And the wildest part? It only spends about 1% of its orbit close enough for us to detect it. We basically caught it by sheer luck. Which means, if we found one, how many more are still out there, invisible? Now, how does something even end up on an orbit like that? Astronomers think it started out as a more typical Kuiper Belt object near Neptune, but something gave it a push. Maybe a giant planet, maybe a passing star, maybe even the collective pull of thousands of icy bodies. Whatever it was, it left this little world in a stretched, lonely path. And size-wise, it's about 700 kilometers across, probably spherical, so it qualifies as a dwarf planet. Alright, now let's talk Planet 9. Back in 2016, scientists noticed several distant objects beyond Neptune weren't scattered randomly. Their orbits were oddly aligned, as if something massive was shepherding them. The best explanation? A hidden planet 5 to 10 times the mass of Earth orbiting far beyond Pluto. They called it Planet 9. But here's the catch. If Planet 9 really exists in the orbit we think 2017, OF201 should not exist. When scientists ran simulations including Planet 9, this dwarf planet got ejected from the solar system within just 100 million years. That's a blink of an eye in cosmic terms. And yet, it's still here, which means either Planet 9 isn't real, or we've been looking for it in the wrong way. So what's going on? Some astronomers argue that the whole Planet 9 idea was just a statistical mirage. Maybe the so-called orbital alignment was just our bias. We thought we saw a pattern where none existed. Others think it's not one giant planet at all, but the combined gravity of hundreds, maybe thousands, of smaller icy objects out beyond Neptune. And then there's a wilder idea, that the true culprit isn't even in our solar system. The slow gravitational pull of the Milky Way itself, or past encounters with other stars, could be bending these orbits in ways we didn't expect. Think about how humbling that is. For decades, we pictured the solar system ending neatly at Pluto. But discoveries like Sedna and now OF201 show it stretches much, much farther into regions we've barely begun to map. Every time we catch one of these objects, it's like finding another breadcrumb in a cosmic trail. And sometimes, those breadcrumbs tell us we've been walking in the wrong direction. So where does that leave Planet 9? Honestly, still an open question. Some researchers say OF201 is proof it doesn't exist. Others argue it just means the orbit is different than we assumed. And here's the exciting part. With powerful new surveys like the Vera Rubin Observatory coming online soon, we'll finally be able to scan the sky in unprecedented detail. If Planet 9 is real, we'll almost certainly spot it within the next few years. And if we don't, then objects like OF201 may go down as the discoveries that killed the theory for good. Either way, this little frozen world is a game changer. On paper, it's just a 700-kilometer ice ball drifting in the dark. But in reality, it might be the strongest clue yet that Planet 9 doesn't exist, or that we've been searching in all the wrong places. And that's the beauty of science. Every new find, no matter how small, has the power to flip the story of our solar system upside down. So what do you think? Is Planet 9 real, or have we been chasing a ghost? Let me know in the comments. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more cosmic mysteries.